Good afternoon. This is Dr. Cheek. I want to give you an update on Module 3, Part 1, and information on Module 3, Part 2 that'll be due next week. By the way, it's Saturday night, and I haven't graded the Part 1 yet. So, but giving you a heads up on that, I'm going to be pretty liberal in that first part because that was just wireframes. I wanted you to think your way through it. And let's talk about what else we're doing in the course. This is the digital model that I built for the class. And we have modules 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now we're in module 3, and I broke it down into 2 parts. The first part was to get you to do a wireframe, and the second part that we'll do next is going to have you actually build the website. And so let's talk about where we've been and why do we do it? What did we do and why do we do it? Background stuff. I had you do student introduction so that you could see if there's some of your old classmates were there, or that if you had, and other things, share your elevator pitches so everybody would know what other people are doing. The books on Brain Script and But Therefore and Words That Work, I really believe in those guys, like what they're doing. What we're doing, we're going to take your model and get a very narrow niche. And the only way you're going to compete is start with that real narrow niche, and all of these guys show you how you can make a difference. I gave you 2 things. I gave you the digital entrepreneurship model, and I gave you the GAIF, which was generative AI for entrepreneurs. In this assignment, we wanted you to do the homepage, problem page, and solution page. I really don't think this was busy work. I think it's true purpose. Appreciate your feedback, though. I really would, for you to tell me what you thought about it. But as we go, I know you've worked hard for the first 3 weeks, but you're gonna really start enjoying it now. And you're going to be working really on your own now, creating models 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to finish up model 3 next week. We'll jump right into module 4. But what you'll find, there's some overlap between 3 and 4, a lot of overlap between 4 and 5. I'm going to almost set you free in module 4s and module 5, but I'm going to give you more input and more information that you can use as you build those different modules. So 3.1, you were building wireframes. This is the information, or really the layout of what you were going to put in your ultimate website. Could have been in Word document, Adobe. Some people even sketched it on a piece of paper, shot a picture of it, and submitted it. And that's okay too. But the important thing was for you to understand what you're going to put on there. Module 3, Part 2, I'm going to show you how to build this website. I have no coding experience. It's so easy to do. It's unbelievable. So you use the social media tools that you learned in the course. I'm calling social media because we're going to be doing everything through social media on the website. Don Miller, Brain Script, Randy Olson, Agreement, Problem Solution, Frank Luntz, the generative AI tools, I had you do all the work in. And then the guidelines that you'll always follow, you've got to. So when you do these postings, I want you to always focus on the customer. It's never about you. In anything you do, you're going to put an agreement, the problem, and tell them the solution. Because everything you post, if you're not giving something of value to your customer, to your audience, then you're wasting their time and you're wasting your time. So what I want you to do, you have the agreement, and then you know what people are having a problem with. They're your audience. Tell them what the problem is. Show them your unique solution. And if it's a true problem and you've got a solution, they're going to tell their friends. And because you're going to start off with friends and family and friends of family and friends, they're going to tell you early on, giving you meaningful feedback. So stay in your niche. Growing will come later. Extraordinary attention. If somebody gives you a comment, be all on top of them. The more comments you get, the more successful you'll be. Sandbox website administration. A couple of people said they had problems getting in. Get into your administrative controls. That's really where you are. I gave you a link. I'm using my as example. F23, it just says fall 23. I'll keep it there in fall of 24. If I hadn't heard from you guys, I'll cut you. I'll kick you out. But hopefully by then you're using it and you want to go to a website and we can send you there. Click on that. WP administration, you click on it, it's going to bring you to the admin site, the control for your website. That's what it's going to look like. Fill in your information. The username is admin. Now go in there and change that admin to something and change your CLID because anybody in class can get in because everybody's admin, everybody's CLID. When you press enter, you're in the control panel for WordPress. WordPress is loaded. The Astra theme is loaded. Change your admin name and password. You're ready to build your website. It's that simple. Now, maybe you're a little frightened at this point. Here's your next step. Add AIP RM to ChatGPT. Sometimes it might require ChatGPT 4. This is just hot off the press. I think they're letting you do it without the GPT-4. Download the Canva plugin. Underneath this, AIP RM is part of ChatGPT. You download the Canva plugin, you just go into ChatGPT, you tell them what you want it to do, they'll build everything with prompts. And it's so easy, it's unbelievable. Everything you do on the website, you'll learn it from YouTube videos. Everything you need to know is on YouTube. The tutorials are out there. If I gave you tutorials, by the time I set them in building your website, you'll be using YouTube videos. Everything you need to know is on YouTube. But to get there, you need to ask the right prompts. They're tutorial videos. Most of them can tell you how to set up your hosting site, how to set up everything. You don't have to do that. I've already set it all up for you. If I posted a tutorial, by the time you read it, it could be out of date. That's how fast the AI tools are moving. Many of them that were charged before are now free. Dig around and see what you can find. I put a couple sample videos in here. ChatGPT can now design anything. A Canva plugin tutorial. Write a whole website with ChatGPT. How to build a website with Canva fast. 10 minutes and 30. There are a ton of these out there. Skip over the introduction that tells you how to set up your hosting, it's all set up. Jump straight to the section that tells you how to build your pages in Canva. And Pro is going to be where they all are. That's why I wanted you to sign in to Pro. And you can export them over to your website, and your website is built. As I said, the generative tools are moving much too fast for me to build tutorials. Every assignment, though, remember, must use the Donald Miller, BrandScript, Randy Olson, Frank Luntz, and use the guidelines I've given you in my digital entrepreneurship model, and also in the model that we built for the generative AI for entrepreneurs. All of those things are important. And when you put it all together, by the time we get to the end of the course, you're going to see that you'll have a model that you can use, that you can grow from, because remember, you have no advertisement at all, no advertising budget at all. And I don't want you to spend any money. How can I do this? Okay, I want you to do the header, which menu, the logo, the favicon. Look up favicon, you'll see what it is. And how do you build a logo in favicon? Go to ChatGPT and tell the Canva Pro that you want to build it, and they'll build it for you. Home page, problem page, solution page, call to actions, and a footer. And once again, when you pick the model that you're going to use in Canva, it's going to have all that built. All you're going to have to do is adjust it and customize it to meet the guidelines of Donald Miller, Randy Olson, and Frank Luntz. Deliverables, 110 points, and I laid it out exactly the way you do it. So that's what we're doing in the course. And for modules 4 and 5, I'll lay exactly what I want. Look at it as a journey. Look at it as an exciting trip. Go out there and you'll find things that are just unbelievable. Just as many of you had probably not been exposed to the generative AI tools. And they were eye-opening. Well, now I think what you'll see when you go out and look at the tools available in Canva Pro with ChatGPT. But remember now, all of them depends on a good prompt. If you do a good job, the better job you do on a prompt, telling them you're having a conversation one-on-one. There's a plug-in tool out there that you can put voice commands so that you can speak, and rather than calling it a prompt, it's a question, and you can talk your commands in. It'll turn it into text, and it'll give it back to you. They'll even speak back to you the results. Unbelievable stuff that's out there. It can work. You can make money doing it. Dig into it. Throw yourself into it. I'm here as your mentor that'll help you each step of the way. If you have any questions, I'm not getting any. Ask your questions on the top of the Moodle site. That way everybody in the class can see. Good luck. I'm here if you need me. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and let's get moving. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Take care. Dr. Sheik gone for the day. Bye-bye.